of the childhood. What do you want to be when you grow up? Who remembers? What do you want it to be when you grow up?
A cook.
A cook.
A
Great.
superhero.
A doctor.
A magician.
Okay. Amazing. Well, my answer was changing from one week to another. First, I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to be an airplane driver. But as I grew up and I started to understand how life works, I wanted to be a man like my mother was. And my dad was hearing my words and he was nodding. Yes, great choice, my dear. And as time has passed and I couldn't choose what I really wanted to be, I decided to combine all these occupations and I added some more, like being a judge or being a clown. And this is how I became a kindergarten teacher. On the left, you can see a picture of me. I was about 1 year old, painting in the mud. And on the right, you can see a picture of me at now, 24 years old, in my full mud gear, ready to walk the world and to slide down the mudslide. First, I heard about the concept of the forest school when I was a first-year student. I automatically fell in love with the concept because it reminded me of my childhood. I spent a lot of time at my grandma's backyard, climbing the trees, rolling down the hill, or eating with the animals, all kind of things. And I thought it's amazing. Next week, after I heard about this concept, I remember I was walking on the streets of Cluj, and from nowhere it just hit me. And it was a moment I can't explain in words, but I know I was thinking and I was feeling like I was fainting, and that's it. That's what I have to do with my life. This is my meaning. I remember that I had to sit down because I really felt like I was fainting. Dr. Wayne Dyer calls this moment the quantum moment of your life. The moment you find your meaning, if you want to say so. And in the Hinduism, they call it your dharma. Jay Shetty expands this thought, and he says that dharma is a combination of varna and seva. Varna, your talents that you are born with and your passions, when combined with your seva, aka the act of selfless service towards the world, towards the universe, that is the moment when you live in your own dharma. I remember since the moment I found my dharma, or since the moment I became open enough to attract this, life started to give me all kind of pieces. I subconsciously started to dream about the forest or dream about kids. And I decided, okay, what can I do with this? I started to imagine how would the mud feel on my fingers, how would the sun feel on my skin, and how tight would feel the kids' hugs. And I thought that it's like a puzzle piece. When you are open enough to find your dharma or the meaning of your life, life starts to give you the right pieces. It gives you the right opportunities, it gives you the right people, it gives you the right timing. All you have to do is to focus on those puzzle pieces, but don't forget to see the whole picture, to see what you want in this life. And of course, you have to just breathe in and take action. Thank you.
congratulations for your first speech. I know how much effort it took and how much it takes to just come up in front of the stage and hold an icebreaker. Please again, another round of applause for Timea. I specifically appreciated your voice and how you guided us through your speech. The rhythm, it was really calm, it was easy to understand and follow everything you said. That was your strongest point from a technical standpoint today, and I think you should keep using that to its greatest effect. Because you also mentioned you wanted to bring a message clear to us, and the clarity was there, and I want to give you strong points for that. Also for the really good eye contact whenever you were facing the stage, whenever you were facing the audience, you had good eye contact with the crowd, it was really good, and again, I want to congratulate you for those technical aspects. And finally, for the whole structure of the speech, I really appreciate that you ended on a clear, good message to follow, like breathe and take action. A good call to action at the end of your speech and a very strong ending in that sense. Short, but to the point and clear. Now, there's one thing in terms of things that you can improve which sort of permeates my perspective of this speech. And it's because of the large amount of effort that you put in, which is good, you try to do a lot today in your first icebreaker. Because you introduced yourself, you talked about the forest school, you talked about Dharma, the concepts, the parts of it, how they impact and how they influence our lives, and so on and so forth. That is a very technical speech. It is really difficult to get right. And because you covered so many aspects, that's the one thing that I think you should improve on your next speech, and try to simplify and talk about one or two things. Keep it simple and clear, repeat the things every once in a while, right? Repeat an idea, repeat that it's simple, that it's this one thing. Talk a lot about the forest school or about the one or the other, just to make it easier for everyone to fully understand the whole picture and the whole message. Because the elements that you have there, they're good. They're really good and you can work on them really easily. It's just, maybe it's a bit too much. And finally, because you want to talk a lot about your confidence here, and you want to focus on your energy a little bit at the start of the speech, because again, you used your voice well, and you had a very calm and engaging atmosphere. The one thing that you could work on is your posture here on stage, and try not to keep leaning back and forth. One trick that I've heard for doing this is, whenever you come in front, lean a little bit forward. It's really hard to move around if you're leaning a bit forward. Your posture looks like it's imposing, and it's your legs are a little bit more fixed and you have more strength and presence on the stage. When you want to move around, you relax, and then again you lean a little bit forward. This helps with not fidgeting too much. Because you have all the elements that you need to put up a great speech, you present them clearly, and you show that you're willing to put all the effort that you want in an amazing speech here in front. Just keep it simple and lean a little bit forward to start working on your presence. Thank you very much, and that is all from me.
Bine ai venit la finalul clipului și îți mulțumim că ai stat alături de noi și te încurajăm să te abonezi la canalul nostru de YouTube și să ne dai un like la pagina noastră de Facebook. Ne vedem data viitoare!